I'm Molly Eller, and I was in the Army and the Navy. I served for 13 years. When I was in the Army, I worked in a combat support hospital, and I spent most of my time in the Army deployed to combat zones. And then when I was in the Navy, I did shipboard navigation. I actually moved here from Germany. I still remember doing donuts. In Germany, there's a lot of mountains and hills. Well, I was going home and I hit the curb and my tire said, I took a chunk like this big out of my rim. I did a 360 on the ice. I was going home from work and traffic was backed up from house. It was black ice everywhere. And I had no clue what to do. I was like, okay, I'm in the middle of Germany. Everything is closed. So I don't even remember how I did it. So I drove on this rim. It was like, so it must have been a sign because I saw this German mechanic place on the side of the road. And I pulled over and I was like, please let them be in. So I'm like, hello, because that's how they say it in Germany. And I showed them my car. They were really nice. So they took my car. They changed the tire, put on my spare for me. They were so nice. The crazy part is they were actually closed. But I knocked on the door and they saw me and they said, oh. So after I got my donut, I was like, yes, I can make it home. Then snow starts to pick up. I'm like, oh, great. So traffic is still a nightmare because all these people are stopped. Even semi trucks on the side of the road. And I'm like going up this hill that goes straight up like this. And I'm doing the rollback. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was like, and I'm like, break. And here I am just rolling. And then I'm like, turn the wheel a little bit. And then the car says, I was like, oh my God, here we go again. So here I am, like, looking like a little gymnast getting out of a cannon. And I slide back into the car and I put on my flashers. A German cop, came up behind me. He's like, you're not okay. No. Help. So he gets on the radio and he actually calls the MPs from Post. And so they come to me and they said, oh my gosh. And they saw the tire. It's like, oh, don't even tell us. So they both called the salt truck. The salt truck comes in Germany. They have these massive yellow trucks and they just spread salt everywhere. So the salt comes behind me on the side of me, and then the two cops come out and they sprinkle salt in front of me. And then the one cop, they both follow me home. Like, I had one in front of me. The German cop was in the front and the other cop was in the back. And they literally followed me all the way home. And I got to my driveway and I just sat there and I went, oh, thank God.